don't think I will. Is our audio live right now too? Oh, okay. Why just mine?
Mostly because it's part of desktop audio, and I wanted to have this
Ah,
music going.
that's fair. Did you ever play Kingdom Come Deliverance?
No.
I know the second one just came out.
Yeah, that one
But
looks. I've seen a lot of fun things about it.
yeah, I never beat the first one. I played it around like 2018 and stuff. Oh, Jesus. Let me turn that down. I didn't realize that music was playing. Uh, there we go.
I just thought this would
But
be fun music to have right before the stream starts.
but I know right when uh, I decided to try to replay Kingdom Come, and um, uh, it's fun, but damn, it's hard. Like it is very punishing, and it's pretty realistic because like when you get into a fight, being in an outnumbered fight, you like are you get punished because they try to because the
You're
enemy actually
toast.
strategizes and they try to like funnel around you instead of just like straight up going for a 1v1, they will surround you, so you have to like constantly be backpedaling. But if you're not in a good enough spot, the enemies that aren't right up on you will actually disengage from you, run around you to flank you. Like it is brutal.
I might employ tactics like that myself.
No, you don't have to do that. I wonder how convoluted combat would get if there were like actual like implementations on like battlefield strategy. So like obviously there's flanking, which oh you get advantage on attacking, woo, big deal. But like there's no like other like battlefield strategy aside from being hidden and shooting. Like those are just like givens, but there's no like I don't know. Oh, whoops. How do I freaking remove the last meadow thing on my Discord? Like it's just oh didn't. There's an X
Yeah,
mark
there's
that
a
says
little X mark. Didn't ask.
yeah.
I saw that too. That's funny.
Is Aramin able to make it tonight?
Should. Didn't say otherwise. Hello, hello.
Hi. So I was beating my hair into submission. That's what I was doing.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it. That takes time.
I'm naturally curly, and it's also like, I don't know, it's tangly.
When in doubt, messy bun.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah.
Jody, I'm drinking something very Utah right now. I went to Sonic. I've never had a dirty soda before, but I got one at Sonic today.
Dirty soda. Is that just...
Yes. It has cream in it.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was like zombie soda where you just get a little bit of like every single one.
Oh, no. It's pretty good. It's
We always call.
I've never had it before.
We always call that a suicide, for some reason.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Just go to the soda thing at a restaurant. Just.
See, like I don't know anyone past the age of like I don't know 15 that does that, but my boss took me to Bebop's. It's like a local like.
Bebops?
Have you had Bebop's?
No, just the name.
It's like a burger and shake place. Like it's like a it's a Midwest. I thought it was a Midwest thing, but it might just be an Iowa specific thing.
I have
It's
no
not
clue.
in
I've never heard
Kansas
of
for
it.
sure. It's not in Kansas.
But he's turning 70, and I saw him do get like multiple things of soda in one cup, and I'm like, what the hell? I mean,
Multiple sodas, one cup.
yeah. Oh
Oh my gosh.
I was like, how much credit do I want to give that stupid joke? But
You can't help but laugh.
yeah. But I was like, I mean, live your life, I guess. Once you get to 70, you can just do whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, you're gonna die soon either way, so why not just enjoy life? I don't know.
At 70, you could, like, there's a good chance you got 20 more years. Especially because he's a pretty fit dude for 70. Like, he's pretty, like...
He's right
active.
fit.
Yeah, right fit.
He's fit, bruv.
Bruv?
I don't know.
You got a shite?
Just
Gutter
let my
shite.
vocal
I need to use that
let my
word more.
vocal gross stuff happen.
You need to use bruv more?
No, gutter shite.
Oh. Another one of my favorite is cock wobbler.
Whoa, that's a crazy word coming out. That's actually so wild.
Surprise, cock wobbler.
No, we were talking about you.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's your new nickname.
Mm. In character or out of character?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah. Out of character, cock. In character, wobbler.
Hmm. I'm tackling some tech stuff here, trying to get the share screen up for Jotty.
Oh,
Yeah, for some reason Discord just does not like Roll20 anymore. It just... I try and pull it up and the whole... Like, all of my monitors just go boom, boom. And they say, no thanks.
Oh, I just heard a horse whinny.
Yep. Audio changed. Medieval town.
Wow.
Why is this? Oh my god. Ugh. Why did I pick technology as my career when I hate it so much? That's the real question.
I feel like that's the case. Like, the more you know about technology, the more you, like, wish it became obsolete. It's like, if you're in, like, the middle ground, you're like, yeah, technology's cool. But if you're
Yeah.
on, like, if you're on the lower end of the spectrum, it's like, technology sucks because you don't know how to use it. If you're on the higher end, you know how to use it, which makes you hate it.
Yeah, I'm firmly in the higher camp because it's like I understand how all this works and I understand why things are broken, but
There
unfortunately
he
not
is.
everything in the world is open source.
Yeah.
As much as I wish they were.
You know,
All right. How is everyone doing?
for now,
Pretty
no.
good. Took forever to find my freaking headphones. Lost them in
Be
a
like
pair of pants.
that. I got pissed on by a cat today. That was fun.
Ouch.
Not
Yeah.
often that happens.
Not that often, but being in a vet clinic, it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
Occupational hazards.
Yeah. Still not as bad as this one dog that, like, had the Niagara Fall of piss one time. Like, like, the owner wanted, like, it was having, like, trouble with its, like, hindquarters, and the owner asked me if I could help lift it in. Started lifting it. For 3 minutes straight, it was peeing. Like, I had to set it down, and it was just constant. Never in my life.
And on that note, welcome back. Welcome back, everyone.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Would anyone like to give a brief summary of what happened last time?
Someone else wants to, since I did it last time.
Yeah, so pretty much last time there was just a lot of role playing to start off. Just sort of a bit of people talking with the crew. Desmond spent quite a lot of time speaking with Jack, the dick swab, and later we got to meet the captain as the captain had everyone line up. The captain turned out to be this draconian man, and as we were all lined up, he started talking to Jack, basically telling him that he had heard of Jack's constant tirades about how he should be the captain. Eventually ended up sending him overboard with the illusionary lifeboat, and Jack died drowning. Then uh, we went around to the town of where did I write it? Oramora. Went to a tavern to get some info. Found out the location of this noble Lance Merriweather we were supposed to go talk to. Went and talked to him. It turned out to be this person from Octavius's past, and so now we are about to sort of head back in there, so Octavius can enact revenge.
Indeed, indeed. So you had this assignment from the captain to get a book from Lance.
Yeah, and we got it.
You got it, no problem. And then you started leaving, started formulating this plan. One of you is gonna turn into a wolf and make a big surprise, if I'm not mistaken.
Seems likely.
Yeah, I think the
That sounds
intent
right.
was to draw everybody out and let a giant half giant friend here go crazy.
Let's go crazy. Alright, so you are all currently right outside Lance's manor. What is your first move?
I would like to. I guess we're just gonna do it. I mean, if nobody's gonna stop me, because I think we ended on the note of me saying I was gonna do it, and then
Pretty
Desmond
much.
kind of not being on board with that. But I think I'm just going to, yeah, transform into a wolf and start fucking howling and making a bunch of noise, running into stuff. And before I do, I'm just going to look at Octavius and give him a nod and set the plan into motion, so to say.
See how it works out.
I think I would like to ask for a performance check.
Right, I'm great at these guys. I'm a druid.
From a dollar.
Come on.
How about a 1? Is that good?
That's really funny.
That is funny. Yeah.
So you are attempting to get guards' attentions and lure them away from the manor. But at the moment, you think you're doing threatening snarls and poses and things, but to the party and the guards, you just look like a dog doing tricks for the circus.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And they're just
yeah.
like, haha, wonder what's going on.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I guess I'll, I don't really know what to do in this instance. uh, I'm going to, I don't know. Shit, man. Somebody help me out.
Oh fuck.
Keep barking. Somebody scream or something.
Why?
I'm gonna-
I yelled
I'm
at the
gonna-
guards. Why are you just letting a random wolf run amok?
Well, he's not harming
Yeah.
anybody. He's just, you look at him, he's doing little tricks.
It's
I'm
a
gonna go-
it's a 10-foot tall dire wolf.
I'm gonna go up to the
in between
nearest.
his legs and like lay down in between his legs and be like, ah! Pretend he's like clawing at me.
It's attacking that woman.
And I'm just fucking biting around her. I'm just chomping the air. Try to sell it.
Give me a second performance check. This is counting.
All right,
as
guys,
this
here we
is
go.
counting as your advantage.
Oh my
Alright, here we go. How about a 7?
Well, it's with it,
Uh,
right? I mean,
right
I was counting that as advantaged.
Ah, no.
on.
Don't
Right
hit
on,
me,
right on.
no.
Yeah, it's you're not helping.
Katrina's
You're
a
not
bad
really
act-
helping
Katrina's
much.
a bad actor. Nope. Nope.
Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna go to the nearest guard and bite him. I'm over it.
Okay, there we go. You approach
Time
the
to
guard.
evolve an innocent.
You give him a solid bite, and they go, "Hey, wait, what the hell?"
Yeah.
They grab their spears, and now the alarm starts to sound.
Yeah, okay. And as soon as basically what I'm going to try to do is just keep the guards at a distance to where they can't stab me, because my movement speed is insanely high, I think, right now. And I'm just going to run around in circles until I feel like I've pulled most of them out of the church, and then dart in one direction, but at a speed which they're not catching up to me, but they're not losing me. You know, just like run them on a goose chase for a little bit while Octavius does his thing.
Okay. The threat sufficiently communicated now. They sound an alarm, and a bunch of guards from Oh, excuse me. A bunch of guards from within the manor and from other nobles' manors race out and start to chase you. They about how far do you want to take them?
Well, let's think. Knowing Octavius, and I've seen him fuck things up, I would think that he could do it pretty quick. So I would say I'd probably take him like maybe a mile, 2 tops. I'm not gonna go. I don't know how wide this city is, but I'm not gonna go, running for 2 hours straight because I can only hold the wolf form for an hour. So let's say
Right.
spend 30 distracting them, running in one direction, and then for the next 30 minutes, I just turn the wheels on, moving 100 something feet a turn, hauling ass to try to get away from everybody outside of the city so I can retransform and then come back in like nothing happened.
Okay.
It's pretty much the goal. So spend half of the
would
time
you-
transforming,
Would you stick to
distracting. And that.
Would you stick
Sorry.
to alleys and narrower paths, or would you go out into bigger spaces, wider areas where more of the public is?
More of the public, because I want word to spread and people to start moving around. So hopefully, in the chaos, you can get some stuff done without being noticed. Is the goal.
Okay.
So I would assume I would go into more open areas.
One open area that you know for sure was that very disgusting fountain you saw earlier.
Right.
You pass that way. Give me a quick perception check.
Is this based on smell? Because I'm a wolf.
It is not based on smell.
Okay, perception. 15.
15. You pass by, so you enter the town square. You dart around, make a big hullabaloo, and then your eye gets caught to a familiar drawing that is currently trampled into the stone. The girl who had drawn it, that called your attention earlier, is nowhere to be seen.
Okay, I'm gonna take a mental note of that and not stop and look, because I have people actively trying to kill me.
Okay. I would say you make your way close to the outskirts of the city, and you're able to lose them before having to drop your animal form.
And I
Sound
still have
fair?
one charge of it. I'm gonna save it, and I'm just gonna try to go incognito for a little bit. Let the hype die down, and hope Octavius is doing whatever he needs to do. So I'm
Okay. Final
satisfied with just being
final
able-
thing from you. I will need a stealth check.
Okay. I'm ready, these two guys.
This is where your GTA, your 2 stars are like flashing.
Ooh, how about a nat 1, guys? Oh, we're on a roll tonight. That's for sure.
Woo.
You
So stealthy.
Oh.
how are you blowing your stealth check? I want you to tell me.
I would like to think that he
Excuse
forgets
me.
how big he is, and he goes to climb up a branch. Like, he hears the guards in the distance, a la prison escapee in movie style, and he goes to press himself up against a tree, and the branch just completely collapses, and makes an even louder noise than he did when he was trying to draw the guards out as a wolf. And yeah, it doesn't really do him any favors. And I would think that knowing that he probably just got hurt, I'm just gonna pop my other use of wild shape, and then for a full hour run in a single direction
Wild
to try to
shaping,
get as much distance as possible.
wild shaping back into a direwolf.
Yep, keeping it going. I'll change the code of it this time though. Make it a little different. This time it's brown instead of the black one that I normally am.
There's a second direwolf. Oh my gosh, there's a second direwolf. They chase you all the way to the other side of the city.
Great.
Ladies and gentlemen, a second direwolf has hit the second tower.
I was trying to not go there.
Oh man.
Criminy, dude.
Ah,
So,
Let's go.
So do you what path would you say you take? Just again, just meandering through the whole city to the other side? Do you go to to
Oh,
the docks,
no, I'm
back to the
saying
nobles?
I'm facing the woods. My goal is to just pick one direction and move so fast that they can't physically keep up with me and try to put so much distance between us that there's no way they would hear me. Like,
Not in the city, in the woods.
no, in the woods. And then I'm
Okay.
just gonna short rest in wild shape and then haul ass all the way back. Or, go to the coastline and figure it out. But basically right now I understand if I go back towards the city, I'm basically wishing for death. So
Okay.
I will spend
Um,
2 more hours or 1 more hour hauling ass in one direction without stopping as fast as I can for the full hour.
and then you take a
Uh,
short rest, recover your wild shape, and
and
head back.
make my way back. Yeah. Probably not as or maybe as a direwolf again, I don't know. But I would be cautious about letting them see me as a direwolf.
Okay.
And that's it.
That completely works. You're able to quickly lose them. And they do not pick up your trail. They're not trackers. They're just guards. So you're able to take your rest and you start making your way back. While you are doing that, we have Citrine, Desmond, and Octavius outside Lance's manor. The what you assume to be the majority of the guards has been pulled. Other nobles are outside looking and staring in disbelief, fretting to themselves. What is your course of action?
As soon as I think it appears safe, I turn to these two and say, do what you guys want. I don't expect you to guys to get caught up in this, but I'm going in and start walking into the manor.
All right. Citrine, Desmond.
Yeah, Desmond is just gonna sort of like shadow Octavius a bit and make sure he just doesn't get himself killed, but not really go around with him.
I like to think that Citrine like turned around to walk away and Desmond like grabbed her and was like, no.
All right. So you walk back into Lance's manor. As I said before, he has almost immediately upon entering, there's this grand ballroom where you saw previously a bunch of nobles gathered, dancing, laughing, drinking. It is mostly empty. There are a few nobles that stuck around that are still talking business to each other. But you remember the room that Lance took you to. You walk in, and you do not see him.
We're looking.
So, in his office... where did it go? Where did it go?
Because he couldn't have gone far. We've only been out of the house for like 3 minutes max.
It was like 5 minutes, something like that. 3, 4, 5 minutes, something like that. So, his office, you see his desk in the center, sitting on a rug. There's a chair behind it. There's a table with a safe. There's bookshelves. There's a large painting on one wall.
Well, for starters, I'm probably gonna rummage through the desk to look for like anything in regard to the shadier work that he does.
Okay.
Just as a quick sift through. I'm not doing like a super intense search.
Okay. Very cursory glance in that case. Basically, you rifle through papers. You sift through all this information very quickly. You can't find you can't find any indication whatsoever about his involvement with the slave trade.
And the chest that's in there, is that locked?
The safe is
Yeah.
locked. Yes.
The safe is locked.
It's bolted to the top of a small table. It's just a basic dial combination lock.
Um, can I just try and pry that open with like a strength roll or something?
Yeah, give me a strength check.
17.
17. You're able to grab the handle, brace against the table and the safe, and you rip the door open. You see a few gold bars and some other papers in there. They are deeds to the properties that he owns. One here, one in the human settlement of Deep Sigh, and one in the elven city of... Where did I put it? A villa in the elven city of Evertide. It's way on the west coast of the continent.
Deeds to estates. I say there's nothing here. But he feels like those deeds are at least of some import. He'll probably hand them to. I don't know how close. Desmond is.
Yeah, Desmond and Citrine, you two are also in the room. You can see everything. You heard everything.
I don't know how important estates are, but maybe with your merchant business, these will come in handy. I'll hand Desmond the deeds or to the estates,
Okay.
and then continue looking for Lance in the estate. He didn't. Is there a window in this room?
No,
He didn't like go out the window or anything. Okay.
there's no window in this room.
No
Is
dust
there?
on the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think we're gonna ask the same thing. Is there? Can I check for like a false door or some sort of disturbance that would lead me to believe that there's a hidden passage somewhere? Or
How are you? Like, what are you looking for exactly? How are you looking for a false door? You just like doop, 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 look, hitting for hollow noise, or
like if there's like sconces on the wall, I'm like tugging on them. I'm like moving books to see if it triggers something, or if there's just a dust disturbance. Like if there's dust around a certain area and like a little bit of it's disturbed,
Great scrapes on
stuff
the
like that.
wall from like
Yeah.
different reasons. Yeah.
um. So pulling on books, you come across one book that looks like a normal book. You pull it, and you hear a sound like pulling on a deadbolted door.
Hmm.
So it doesn't unlatch or do anything else. It just leans out and hits against something.
Hmm. Can I
Okay.
hear?
Oh,
Is the
sorry.
like dinging or the clicking? Is it coming from outside the room, like it's a door somewhere like outside the room, or is it clicking from inside the room,
From the bookshelf.
from the bookshelf? Okay. Hmm.
Do we all hear that?
If you're all quiet, then yeah.
Can I try to help? Like, does the bookshelf seem loose after that comes?
It does not. It is solidly attached to the stone wall behind it.
Is there a second book?
Maybe there's 2 books.
There is not a second book.
Wait, so what caused the clicking, and then where did the sound come from?
The bookshelf. I pulled a book.
It made
the
it.
clicking also.
Yeah, pulling on the book makes the sound of as if you were to pull on a deadbolted door, where it just kind of against the door frame. It makes
So
that,
as if it came unlocked.
makes that sort of sound.
Try pushing against it.
Okay.
The entire bookshelf.
The entire bookshelf.
Push.
You push against it, it doesn't budge at all.
Oh no.
Slide.
What if I lifted it up?
No,
Does it slide?
it does not slide.
So it doesn't. Does it go down?
No, it doesn't.
So it doesn't go side to side. It doesn't go up, down. It doesn't push or pull.
It is for everything you can see. It feels solidly attached to the stone wall behind it.
Even though we unlock the deadlock.
You did not unlock the deadlock.
We clicked something.
Is it a different bookshelf?
What I mean is that pulling on the book sounds like it's not the full opening mechanism.
Well, is there anything within like arm's reach that's not the bookshelf to grab onto also?
Because there would have to be, because if it needs one person to do it.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
All 3 of you.
Can I? Yeah.
A 12.
You said the 3 of us?
All 3 of you give me your own investigation check.
Oh, I was just gonna assist.
No,
If
that
I
works
could.
too. That works too.
To give advantage.
I'll take that as well. Just trying to give you more opportunities.
Oh man, my
A
D&D
12.
Beyond is crazy laggy.
Good heavens.
Well,
What did you roll?
I rolled a 12.
Oh.
You're
All right, what was the other one you got?
I'm
Shit.
9.
9 and a 12?
Yep.
Okay. So you reach around, you pull on different books, try and find some other extra switch on the bookshelf. There does not seem to be any other attached to the bookshelf itself. Desmond, as you are investigating with her, you start examining other parts of the room. And as you step around her, you feel your foot depress something. On the floor.
I guess as I'm sort of pressing down on that thing, I'll try to pull the book at the same time.
Okay. My cat's fucking knocked something down.
Cats.
So,
Big mood.
It's what they do.
you step and you pull, and the book gives. However, the shelf doesn't move. There
Push,
seems to be-
pull, up, down.
You move it all different. You move it all sorts of different ways. It still seems firmly stuck.
You guys didn't spin the wheel to find out if it was right foot on green or left foot on green. And if it was right hand on blue or left hand on blue. You just gotta.
I mean, so
did
it would
anything
have
else?
to.
move in the room?
Nothing else moved in the room.
Is there a third thing?
Possibly.
Dang it. Okay.
Again, it has to be somewhere near
Near.
this because he couldn't. He'd have to open this by himself.
I'm gonna obnoxiously touch everything on that wall. I'm pulling, pushing every single thing that I can see.
On that wall, you push, pull, touch, you gently caress, and
What about lovingly caress? Does that do anything?
You seduce the bookshelf.
Yes.
At this point, I'm just gonna start hacking into the bookshelf with my axe.
okay.
Oh no.
Give me a couple attack rolls.
A 20, a 21. I'll recklessly attack for the nat 20.
You take your axe, you start hacking into this damn bookshelf. There's got to be something here, either you're missing, or just overlooking. But at this point, you feel your prey getting away, so you start hacking away. It takes a solid effort to get the shelves just demolished. It seems books have flown everywhere. Before you stands the stone wall.
Oh.
There are bits of the mechanism remaining, and they direct to, down this side of the wall, up here to where that book was, down to where that pressure pad was. Do you continue hacking at the stone wall?
Well, we see the mechanisms leading to the two things. Where does the other mechanism lead to?
It goes along to all the way alongside the wall to somewhere on the wall to the right of it.
I pull whatever it's attached to.
You start frantically tearing away at the wall and the mechanisms and everything. The painting that was there, you rip it from its hanging, and you oddly see a bare wall. As you rip the mechanism about, as you tear at the area where the mechanism is, there's seemingly like a solid metal bar facing you that's in this divot.
What is the book?
The book is it's a mundane title about or not title, but it's a mundane thing about some records of sales of some year about a decade prior.
Is there anything inside?
It's a false book.
What's the metal bar?
It's simply a metal bar that's stuck in the divot.
I don't know exactly what I'm looking at. Like, what do you mean stuck in a divot? Like, is it movable? Just assume I'm doing like everything to like get it to do its thing. Like I'm trying like because we've already hit two of the things. So either and apparently that wasn't the bookshelf. So like I'm just confused at the situation.
Right.
We did
I'm
everything
trying
in
to
this area.
I'm trying
and
to.
nothing's opening.
You take the handle of your axe and you shove it in and you push the bar inward, and that makes the stone wall shift forward and able to swing.
Okay, but what was that bar even attached to?
Inner workings in the wall. That wasn't the,
Imagine like
But but
I'm
but what was it attached to pull to make all three of them go? If it was behind the
something you
bookshelf,
couldn't see.
even though we had tried everything on the bookshelf.
It was deeper within the wall.
Behind the bookshelf?
Yes, behind the bookshelf, behind the wall, within the wall.
just
So
imagine
then,
Minecraft redstone.
then how the hell did he hit all three of these to get through? Oh well, the path it clicks.
It finally clicks and the wall shifts forward, and you're able to open it properly now that the mechanism is broken.
Okay.
After you. Let's go kill him.
Go through.
I'm sorry. I probably wasn't doing a good job of explaining. Either way, you make your way through, and it's a cavernous tunnel. You follow it. It goes on for what feels like a mile or so, until you wind up at this cove by the water, and you can hear the sound of the docks as you approach. But you see hundreds of feet away a ship sailing out, no doubt containing Lance.
Okay.
Well, I suppose that we only know at least quite a few good locations that he would be heading to based off those deeds.
True.
And we know what the ship looks like.
I mean, I know what it looked like. Spent 15 years on it.
Hmm. Sorry, I guess I don't know.
Is there a tree nearby?
I didn't know that.
A tree? Yes.
Yeah. I just start hacking into it with the great axe.
It falls.
Something first 55 minutes sharpening axe something.
No.
So there, like I said, you can hear the docks nearby, and there's a walkway kind of on the outside of the cove that could that very easily you believe would take you right to the docks.
Well, we need to find Airman. We don't really need to go to the docks right now. Unless he just meets us back at the ship.
He might just turn back up at the ship. He
Yeah,
might just assume we're done here.
We didn't really communicate that, so I would say that
Meet back at the ship. Caw.
if you guys would panic that your room was gone for what would be 4 hours, then you would panic. But if not, I mean, I would be back at the ship within 4 hours, hopefully.
Okay. You all. So the three of you, Citrine, Desmond, Octavius, you make it back to the ship, and Nail is immediately there, and she says, "What in the hell's happened in there?"
What do you mean?
It's all this shouting about a wolf?
Yeah, there was a
Two
wolf
wolves.
in town. 2.
There were
2 wolves in... And I noticed the shapeshifter is not with you?
He's not a shapeshifter, he's a druid.
Druids are shapeshifters, are they not?
I don't know the semantics. I have an intelligence of 8.
You see that in character?
No.
I'll pull out the book and I'll say, well, here's the important thing now. We got the book.
Aye, that you did. Captain's below deck eating with crumbs. I'll wait for your comrade.
I reckon he'll be back in no time.
2 hours later.
Alright, the 3 of you downstairs, like she said, he is... You? He is below deck.
At some point, I want to have taken a look at this book and see what the difference is between it and the first one we had gotten, like what this one sort of says or talks about.
Similar to the other 2 books, there is a prelude that speaks to the power of the eternal giant, and says that by the eternal giant's power, we will rule the land and the stars. But once again, it is full of very cryptic messages, very odd ciphers, and very confusing words. Just almost ramblings of a madman.
Can you post it in the chat? So I know what to write down. By the power of the eternal giant.
By the power of the eternal giant, we will
by the power
rule
vested in me.
land and the stars. Now, do you want to look through the book alongside the captain, or just by yourselves first?
Well, I mean, I would say I would sort of like glancing through it on the way back at some point, just to
Got it.
like get a glimpse at it. Not really, I suppose not really like reading it, but
Okay. I'll go ahead and say then, Iramin, you finally make your way back. You head to the docks. You see the town is the city is still kind of the city is still kind of shaken from this dire wolf attack. But you're able to make your way, and waiting on the deck for you is Nail, and she asks you, "Was that you?"
Yeah, I mean, these dire wolves are really coming down from the mountains nowadays. You kind of seem to be in every town. It's honestly, it's quite a wicked coincidence. No, it was me. It's causing a ruckus. I just thought perhaps the group would need it to get the book. Perhaps not my finest plan, but did they get the book? I'm assuming they did. I pulled everyone out. I don't know. You know, sometimes we make calculations and they don't work out exactly as we've run the trajectory to be in our heads. And it is what it is. I'm sorry if you're upset, but hey, nobody died. We're not wanted. No faces were seen.
They're waiting for you downstairs.
Wicked. All right, thanks. I'm just gonna awkwardly walk by.
Okay, so getting over a sickness myself. Sorry. As you are as you guys are going through the book yourselves, the captain has been looking through the other books, the other two books. And when you show up, he says, "Good day. I trust your voyage has been entertaining."
We got what you were looking for. We got that book from that man.
Good, good. Bring it here.
Just go place it on the table or whatever.
Alright, so he says, "Be wonderful to look over this later. We have a new destination. Bit of a repeat of your first expedition, if you're up to it. There's something odd here. Well, these books seem to be written by the same person, some traveler 1,000 years ago or so. This next supposed area, but as far as I can believe, this next area, this next potential burial plot, I suppose, was supposed to be some sort of barracks. To me,
Are you talking about the very first location that we went to? The ruins.
wait, what?
Because you said that we'll be going back to our first destination, which
No.
speaking about the
Sorry,
ruins.
he said we'll be going somewhere, sort of a repeat of your first expedition.
Oh, okay. I took it literally.
Sorry.
AKA, we dungeon diving.
So he says, this next area, if I understand this correctly, was supposed to be some sort of barracks. So, magic weapons, perhaps. My hope, at least. I can't quite seem to locate where it may be on the land, so there's a possibility it's sunken. Which, if I'm correct, I may have a way for you to get there. But, are you willing to plunder?
Well, of course.
Real quickly, Octavius, are you showing disappointment or disapproval or anger or anything?
I'm probably glaring at the captain.
So he is going to look you back and say, "Is there a problem?"
I just want to know why you're on first name basis with Slaver.
And he blinks. "Beg your pardon, slaver?"
Yes. Lance? Like, I get it, we're pirates, but
Lance
a
Merriweather,
difference.
spineless coward. A slaver?
one and the same. And he would have been spineless if I got my hands on him.
So he looks you over He sees. You said you had like kind of lightly tanned marks indicating something
Well,
worn.
so more pale around.
Or yeah.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. I forgot that happened to you.
I forgot too. Every time I forget. But yeah,
More
more
pale.
pale around the wrists.
So
Uh,
he.
and to keep in mind, the scars that are on Octavius aren't old. All of the it's not like he was like tortured or anything.
Right.
It was uh but when he escaped, he got all those wounds. But yes, more pale around the wrists as if he had something clasped around his wrists for a long time.
And then there's your broken fang.
Yeah, as well.
So he looks at your wrist. He looks you over, sees your wrist, sees your fang, squints his eyes. Right. I feel our Mr. Merryweather may have outlived his usefulness. Would it please you to have a kill on sight order for him?
Uh,
I'm a murderer.
if I'm the one,
I'm a murderer. I'm a robber. I'm a pirate. I'm many things. But if there's one thing I can agree with the king on, it's that slavery should not exist. My apologies if I've offended you. I assure you I had no idea.
I'm walking into the room and I'm insight checking.
I said you were already there.
But for dramatic effect, I just got there.
haha.
Give me an insight check.
Really high,
That's
22.
pretty good.
Pirates are criminals. Criminals can be taken and punished in many ways. And other shipmates have spoken about the longevity of Black Scale's reign upon the seas. It's possible he's come across slavery himself once or twice. This seems a genuine response.
Okay. Oh, wrong voice, wrong character. Hey, Octavius, you kill that fucker? Or you trying to kill? I had to run fucking rabbit for a couple hours, man. I'm tired. It was a long fucking trip.
No, somehow within 15 minutes, those scrawny little legs somehow ran through miles of tunnel and somehow got a ship ready to go in 2 seconds.
I probably had it ready to roll. I'm sorry to hear that, friend. Well, we'll catch him another day, and I'll bite them legs off for you, and then you can do whatever else you want to do. Sorry it didn't work out, man. I did my best as fast as I could. Regardless, there's something else I wanted to perhaps check out. Hey, Captain, are we leaving soon, or are we staying in port for a little bit?
We're about to set out. Why? Do you have business?
I saw something that caught my eye by the fountain, and I don't know what it was, but I reckon we should go back and peek at it just to check. Also, I feel like, we got a little bit of coinage to use to make sure we're well equipped for wherever we're off to next.
As long as you don't get yourselves into too much trouble.
Oh, I'm great at that, Cap. I'm great at that. Anyways, hope the book was everything you hoped for. I'm gonna go check out that fountain. If anybody wants to tag along, and
That's where
maybe
that
get some
and that's where
supplies, of course.
that little girl was.
Yeah.
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 Remember
I
that?
noticed something. What was it? Something etched on the stone, or like some drawing or something etched on the stone.
So she
the
showed you
fountain
guys a
marker.
piece of paper, a very poorly drawn piece of paper, but it's just like, this is my mom. Have you seen her?
Oh, right.
Mm-mm.
And that was the drawing left there,
Yes. It
like on the ground.
trampled
Oh,
into the
trampled.
stone.
Oh.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Uh, I would want to go check it out. Uh, so I reckon I'm gonna go see what it's all about. See if there's anything deeper here, or
Yeah.
I think it's best just to be thorough. If anyone wants to tag along, you're welcome to. Elsewise, I'll be back before sunrise.
I'm assuming you're all
No
going.
wolf transforming this time.
Yeah.
I'd like
Yeah.
to go with.
Let's all
So-
go.
So back at the fountain,
That's good.
since it's been a while, it's even further ruined, but you can still find the traces of the paper.
Yeah. Are there any like tracks to indicate where they went? Like,
Let's-
can I identify any clear?
Give me a survival check.
Oh yeah, baby. The one time this roll is useful. Hey, 24.
Hey.
24.
On a freaking roll.
It is incredibly difficult, given that this is a well-traveled area on rough stone. But between looking at tracks, examining water spots, different marks and chips on the stonework, you are led to the west side of town, where you see a very, very large complex. Looks to be a prison.
Did they arrest the girl?
And y'all know why you think they're imprisoning children? Something more nefarious. Is there signs? Is this like a kingdom operated prison, or is it like a kind of shady backwater?
More the
prison.
more a city private owned prison kind of deal.
I mean, do they allow child labor here?
The kingdom has the kingdom has completely outlawed child labor and slavery
And murder.
and murder
Eh,
and theft.
Oh,
And
that's
theft.
boring.
Dang it.
Tax evasion?
Yes,
Legal.
Ah, frick.
but I mean, there's loopholes for all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to make sure you put your gold into debt instead of never mind. We're going to approach I'm just gonna straight up be like, yeah, something's off. Or, wrong character again. Something's off here, and
Come on, Boomhauer.
I'm not really feeling it, so I'm gonna go ahead and peek my head in and see what's going on. Perhaps we can request a visitation with the young lady.
There are guards posted at the entrance, and when you approach, they say, "What is your business here?"
Here to see a friend.
Visitation rights are strictly prohibited.
I'm gonna look at everyone. I'm gonna sort of cough and step forward, and I'm going to say, well, you see, we've actually been sent by Mr. Merriweather. We've come to look at the latest selections.
Oh, give me deception.
There we go. My D&D
19.
Beyond is so laggy.
19.
Pretty good.
Thought he already came through today. Very well. I'm assuming you know your way around.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. But it has been a while since I've been here. Could you... Oh my god, I don't want to say this, but could you direct me to where the young ones are?
Oh, yeah, that just sounds wrong.
That,
That just
that
sounds
does
wrong.
not roll off the tongue at all.
Oh my god.
For further clarification, we need them because we need them to be in the hull of a ship. We need small fingers. They got to operate some mechanics that are tiny, so they can't be too tall, like dwarves, stuff like that, if you go.
He says, go on inside, let them know who sent you, ask for directions. And you walk in. This complex is it is a building on the outside, but it is built into the base of the mountain, so as you enter it gets colder. The distant sounds of chains clinking together hover in the air.
Yeah, I fixed it. Fixed my leg and wasted a natural 20 at the same time.
Yeah, you did.
On animal
And your luck is burned. Right.
It is Gonzo.
Now we'll never get a horse or something. You wasted it.
I was rolling to talk to the rats within the prison.
Oh, we got Pied Piper over here.
Fortunately, you have no flute and no way to speak to animals, so it fails.
So
you walk in, and there are two further guards, and they just ask you to state your business once again.
Oh, yes, we're here for Mr. Merriweather to look at the selection.
So the one on the right, nods and gestures for you to follow. Trying to pull up this.
Where is my armor class?
Trying to pull up your shared screen, but Discord might not like this.
Oh, mustard.
Oh, mustard.
Mustard.
We can sort it out after the break, chat. Any numbers?
Well, he has you follow. There are sconces placed on the walls to provide a little light.
While we're walking with him, Jody, I would like to be sizing up these guards. How well equipped are we talking here? Is this like a max security dudes with like well-maintained equipment and,
They have
breastplates?
they have
Or
pretty
is it,
well maintained equipment. Yeah, they have pretty well maintained equipment. They're not like in the best of peak physical condition, but they are posted.
Equipped. They're not like a militia.
Do they look like the same level as like the Lord Gentry's guards?
About the same level.
Okay. Then nothing to fear.
Yeah, about the same level as Duke Gentra's guards.
Duke. Sorry.
Oh, you're good, you're good.
Todd for us peasants. Us 8,000 gold peasants.
Citrine, you coming?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I was reading a spell.
So you pass some more guards, some more sconces, a hallway. Um, to the south, to the left rather, there's a room that looks to be. It's labeled guard room, and then he
Can
takes
I do
you.
something? Can I do something a little cheeky, actually?
Cheek away.
Um, thank you. So I can use the detect thought spell to detect thinking creatures I can't see. Can I cast out? So it's 30 feet. Can I cast out that spell to detect the thoughts of prisoners as we're walking by to
All right.
gain intel of some
And
kind or
and
what's
how
going
are
on?
you and how are you hiding or explaining the casting of this spell?
Oh no, I
Because it
forgot.
is
Verbal and
verbal
somatic, so
and
you're gonna be
somatic.
Ah!
It is
the whole time
verbal
we're
and
walking.
somatic.
I'm gonna trip and fall and cast a spell as I'm tripping and falling, and then I'm
Boy.
gonna just don't worry about it. It's all gonna work out, okay? I'm gonna trip and fall and go, ah, shit, fuck, and just start casting shit,
Give me your
slowing down.
Give me your choice of stealth or deception.
I'm going to Johnny. Can I ready my action to go into direwolf form if she fucks this up?
You can have
Shut
a
up.
yeah. You can have a.
Shut up. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna use. So right now it's a 12, but hear me out. I'm gonna do. Um. I have. Where is it? D&D Beyond. Where did it go? Ah, yes. I have Pact of the Talisman as my pact boon.
Mm,
I'm going to use one charge to add a D4.
Let's
This is
makes it at
go.
least a
yes, yes.
13.
Yes. Okay, D4. Got it?
Four.
That is a 15 total.
15.
Nice.
That's perfect.
So shall be.
Um, they are not. They're not paying as much attention. And you
Sick.
are able to deftly hide your cunningness.
Thank you. So then I'll just glean some thoughts from
So
the prisoners and things as we walk by, and I'll change who I'm thinking out and thinking of, and
well, what's the range again?
Isn't it
30
one
feet.
target per pass?
30 feet.
It's one. No, so it lasts for when you use it this way, like outside of combat, it's um 30
Thinking
feet in all
creature.
directions, and it only lasts a minute. So I'm gonna like bounce around different heads.
Here,
I think.
I will display it in VTT.
Okay, so
Thanks, because my shit's
you
broken.
you don't feel any thoughts at first.
Okay.
And the guard takes you into this room up here.
Oh, I should...
And you are suddenly bombarded.
Woo!
On either
Okay.
side of you, and on the opposite ends of this large room are very big mass cells.
Okay.
There are quite a few guards and more heavily armored guards posted in here.
I want to see if I can like focus down to listen for like keywords of like slavery, slave trade, Merriweather, like any of those buzzwords is what I'm gonna try to listen for in these thoughts.
Give me a quick Constitution save.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's a lot going on. A 18.
Nice.
18.
Mm-hmm.
You jump from mind to mind. Their surface thoughts being anywhere from a
Was you?
Bless you.
excuse me.
Nice. I cast bless.
Thank you.
Nice.
They range from anywhere from some townsfolk wondering about their other family members, to guards thinking about their next paycheck, to other more brutal thoughts of the details of what happens here. You have fortified your mind in preparation for this, though, and you do not make any sort of face or any sort of outward sign of disgust at this.
I'm gonna the guard who's guiding us. I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna go. Hey man, where's the little girl's room? I don't realize how bad I had to pee before I came out here. It's a fucking mistake. You guys got an outhouse or a train of some kind I can use?
Classic.
There's a restroom on the other side of the guard's room.
Guard's room. Yeah, I don't remember. I haven't been here, and I mean,
He points
how long has it
backwards.
been?
He points backwards to the room across from
Uh-huh.
this room.
Alrighty. Jotty, my goal is to go in there and to shapeshift into a spider. I'm gonna start fucking gathering information. Is the goal. So.
Oh yeah, intel.
Okay, well, go down there.
So, keep ping it for me. Where am I going?
I think it's south from where all of us are. Yeah.
This way.
Okay. Yep. I walk in.
Right,
I'm
you
gonna regard
you walk
everybody.
in. This is a resting area for the guards. You see them relaxing on benches, sitting at tables, eating a bagged lunch. And there's another room on the other side.
Howdy, fellas. Howdy. I'm just here to use the restroom. Hey, we got anything good for lunch? I say as I joke and just kind of waddle my way into the bathroom awkwardly.
So this is not a bathroom. It is an excess room. You see there's lots of weapons, armor, other supplies for the guards, and then a couple toilets.
All right. I'm gonna wander in. Do any of the toilets have like privacy? There's no shutters. It's just like
No
out.
privacy.
All right. Fuck it. Hey, fellas, I got a big favor to ask. You know, I'm tall and all. You know, some people think I'm scary looking. It's a little embarrassing, but I'm a little pee shy. Can y'all mind giving me a little bit of privacy for just a couple of seconds while I do my deed?
Pea shy Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a quick persuasion check.
I'm great at this, guys. Don't worry. It's flawless. Hey, that's pretty good.
All right. They roll their eyes and they walk past you.
To be fair, if they saw what Irmin had, they'd be feel obsolete.
Oh, man.
Oh shit, he's packing heat!
Yo, you can't bring weapons in here.
They're probably they're probably thinking the opposite if Ehrman asked them to leave.
Yeah.
Well, good thing we're not concerned about that. We're concerned about child slavery right now, guys.
What
Oh
happens in the
shit!
men's restroom is none of my business.
I forgot to read the room.
Yeah, so Jody, upon them leaving, I'm shapeshifting into spider, and I'm just gonna. How high are the ceilings in this prison? Are they like big enough to I would go unnoticed as a, 1 inch by 1 inch spider crawling around?
You would not get noticed. No, they're
Yeah.
sufficiently high.
So I would like to shapeshift into a spider,
Okay.
and if they're confused about where I went, that's fine. I'm hoping to, because of what worked the last time we had to infiltrate a building, I'm going to try to find an alarm system or a warning system if they have one in case shit goes south for the group and try to disable it. That's the whole goal. Because I have a stinking feeling this shit is not going to be a simple we free the girl and it all works. So I think Irma would have that gut feeling too that this is bigger than that. And knowing Octavius' story now, he's gonna suspect that this shit is not exactly gonna go down peacefully, and we may get in a little bit of trouble. So he's gonna go looking for, a advanced warning post, whether that's a brazier that they light or something. I don't like just some kind of warning system or alarm system if it is in this building. And he's also going to try to observe where more skilled guards are.
How fast can you travel as a spider?
20 feet. 20 feet climbing. So 20 feet per round with a dash 40. So 40 feet. So it's a little bit
That
slower.
is a very. I would be
Very fast
terri-
spider.
I'd
Fast
be
fucking
terrified
spider.
if I saw a spider go 40 feet in 6 seconds. Just.
Yeah.
Fun fact:
I would
spider.
no longer be living. I think.
You,
like
you want to no?
Mm-mm.
You want to know a fun fact about spiders?
no, probably not. But go ahead.
They can fly.
Oh,
Some of them.
Oh, yeah, they shoot
Some
the
of
web
them.
out and then they ride with it. Yeah.
I mean, like Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
They what they do is they spin some web into the air. The wind catches it, and then they just hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I hate
It's kind of
spiders. Are
funny.
like my number one fear. Spiders are my number one fear. Like I am inconsolable in the presence of a spider.
I hear you, sister.
It's so cringe. I know. It's so cringe.
I hear
it's
you,
so
sister.
Cringe, and it's embarrassing. But yeah,
My wife is the spider killer in the family.
that's Andre.
I don't kill spiders. I'm one of those weird guys who thinks they're beneficial and moves them instead of killing them.
You know,
I'm
if I was
going
braver.
to. Guys, it's just method acting. Okay, that's all it is. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm just gonna basically take my tour, walk into the roof. So, spider also has the spider climb ability. So if the roof is cobblestone or whatever the rest of this fortress is, I don't have any disadvantage on difficult surfaces as a spider. So he's just kind of sneaking along the ceiling, and he's gonna examine it and see what's going on.
All right. Meanwhile,
What's your intelligence as a spider?
It's my intel. I'm a druid, so it doesn't change.
yeah, as a
sick.
druid, yeah, you were thinking back to when you got polymorphed into a bat, huh?
Well, that, and I was thinking that
Yeah, that was different.
I would probably be able to pick up on his thoughts if his intelligence is still high as he comes back.
My intelligence is 10, but I don't know if you would be able to detect the fact that I'm in the room with you.
You just.
I mean,
Probably not.
maybe. Yeah.
You just hear sneaky, 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 sneaky.
Yeah. I'm so
Spider-Man.
I'm so quiet and shit.
So sneaky.
I'm sneaking. I'm so sneaky and shit. They can't hear me. They can't see me.
All right. The other three, the guard continues to lead you through this room.
I'm gonna look around the room. What are the what types of like how many prisoners and like what's the
In
sort
this
of
room,
makeup?
in this room alone, there are easily about 50 prisoners. I messed up when making the map, but yeah.
Wait, so are there more or less cells? Like, are they like just like packed into cells, or
They're
is it
packed.
like an
They're
actual?
packed into these cells,
Okay. And
and
is
they're
it just like a it's just like a wide variety of people, or
yep. You do see that that majority of them are half orc or orc. This guard leads you all the way through.
While I'm walking through here, none of the prisoners recognize me at all.
Are you attempting to conceal yourself?
I wouldn't have thought to.
Okay. Let me roll. We'll say they are preoccupied with their own suffering.
Fair enough.
Um, so you're led into another long hallway
Jeez.
until
what's going on with these guys that look more distinct?
think of them as enforcers.
What do they look like? Like
They
in terms of
are pull up their stat block. Um, they are wearing plate mail. They have great swords, crossbows. They are armed and armored to the teeth. So this guard finally takes you into this room. He says, "All right, take your pick." Um, in these cells, you see a lot of women and children huddled together.
I'm going to look around for the girl.
You do see the girl close to the entrance, actually.
For this, I'll stay back a little bit since she recognizes me, probably.
I'll keep going with.
Yeah, and
Um,
I'm going to be sort of like hiding myself as best I can, like this sort of like like pulling
yeah.
my cloak sort of thing, just so that I'm not like fully exposing myself and directly looking at her. And yeah, I'll go back to the guard and say
Oh,
like,
sorry.
What's that?
Before you do that, can can I? I'm gonna talk into the girl's mind and just say, "Don't react. We're here to save you. You have to trust me. Just gotta come with us." But I'm not looking at her. I'm just I'm saying nice, calming things to her.
Desmond, you see her just
Don't react. Don't react. Look at the
Does it
ground.
does it does it look like she is like is she like holding another person's hand, or like does it look like her mom
She's huddled
would
by
be in
her.
there?
There is another person in the cell, but she is huddled by herself.
Um, I'm going to look at Citrine. So remember, Citrine has this crazy ass mind speaking power. I'm gonna sort of whisper, uh, you should ask if her mom is here. Actually, can people even respond to you? I don't remember.
I think
I'll
she
whisper
would
in
have.
your mind.
I think she would have.
I'll say in your mind, no.
I think she would have divulged the extent of her mind speaking to you.
Yeah. That
To
was
be
sort of more
fair.
of like an
No.
out of character thing, but well, just tell her, ask her that, and tell her to give her a slight nod or a slight shake of the head, because if her mum's here, then we could get both of them out.
I'll just kind of look at you and then look down. And if your mom is here, I need you to nod yes for me, real quick. I'm looking at you. And then I'll say in Desmond's mind, she has no idea.
Mm. Are there I'm going to sort of like continue walking around the cells and try to see if there are um anybody in the cells that looks similar to her.
You walk around this block, then.
Yeah.
Um, you see a couple other half orcs, but none that bear a big similarity to her in semblance.
Um, I'll just sort of like lightly shrug at Citrine and yeah, go to the guard and uh describe the girl to him and say that one.
All right, and he whoops. So he walks over, opens the cell, grabs her by the arm, and hauls her out. Anything else we can do for you today?
Well, I didn't get the opportunity to uh while you were leading me here. Would it be all right if I were to take a look around at the other cells as well, back in the prior area? Just so I have a better idea for the next time.
Um, he pulls her to the entrance and holds her out for you, and he says, I suppose it's no harm. And the one that originally brought you in says, as long as you find your way to the exit, we got some things to do. And he exits.
So do we have the girl?
You have the girl.
Okay,
Well,
I'll take her
here's
arm.
here's a real question. When she sees me, does she do anything?
She keeps it together.
Cool. I'll grab her arm and I'll still talk with her in her mind and just reassure her I'm not gonna hurt you. Just come along with me. Just soothing.
Gotcha.
I'll sort of look at Citrine, and then I'll look at the girl, and then I'll sort of like dart my eyes around, and I mean, I guess if we have enough like clearance from any of the guards or anything, I would um just whisper to Citrine to tell her to sort of point out if she sees her mother anywhere.
I'll do that.
So, as you guys exit this area, this cell, Iramin,
So,
Yeah,
you
I'm just gonna
um,
do a grand tour here.
you give yourself a grand tour. You speed
Looking
your
for a
way.
security system,
You speed your way
master key,
along.
release lever, something.
You look through. You scour the walls. You look through different cells. You find what looks to be a torture room. But all the way through, you can't see a central system. You can't see a drum. You can't see a horn.
I'm also looking for sets of keys. Like, does it look like each guard has their own unique set of keys? Is there one key that opens all the cells? Is there, like, just trying to get as much of a glimpse through observation of the inner workings of this prison in terms of, like, security and protocol and function as I
There's
can.
no
I'm not.
secret lever that opens all the.
Yeah, that was the real that, or like I said, a security system or something like that.
So there are keys on pretty much every guard. Uh, they all look to be the same, so they must all. So it must be just one lock, one key, all the way through. It takes a little bit more sleuthing to see the more armored guards, the enforcers of the prison. They have silver whistles around their necks.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And I didn't see anything that indicates there's like a release system of any kind. All the prison doors are manually operated, but by the same key.
Correct.
And there's no wider security system. It's just kind of like everybody that's in this prison is in this prison. How close is this prison to like the city itself? Like, if they blow that whistle, are people in Armara gonna hear it, or is it just within this prison they would hear it?
This isn't outside the city. This is just on the outskirts. So definitely some people outside the prison might hear.
Okay. All right. With that intel, I think I would crawl back to the bathroom now, knowing what I do. And crawling back to the bathroom, I would simply shapeshift back into Airman. If nobody's in there. If they haven't opened the door looking for me. If they have, then I probably would just make my way out and shapeshift somewhere in the woods and then not return. But
you're good. I'll let you shapeshift back here.
I'm gonna walk out. Sorry, fellas. I was real backed up. You wouldn't believe how long I was peeing for. It was crazy.
They just give
continuous stream.
They just give you this emotionless stare and follow you with their eyes outside.
Damn, big boy, you frying chicken in there?
I appreciate your hospitality, and I hope y'all enjoy your food, whatever the else you're fucking doing. I'm just gonna roll out. I'm gonna ask these guards. You see my
they point
compatriots I came here with?
They point in.
All right. Keep walking in. Gonna just ask that question to everybody.
Yeah, they just keep pointing you onward.
All right. And then I see them. I'm gonna just approach and rejoin the group.
All right.
I will walk up to Octavius and whisper, or Yeah. I'll probably do it to Octavius because I know he's the one who's probably the quickest to draw his axe out of this group and just be like, whisper, no chance, don't try it. We're outnumbered. No system. Don't even. And then that's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
So
I'll
there
just put
are
like my fist on your arm, like in like acknowledgement.
Yeah.
so there are more cell blocks down this end of the hall, down this end of the hall, down this end of the hall. This is a large prison.
Well, I suppose I'm getting tired. We can. Do we want to see anything else, or
Well,
I
I
think
mean,
Uh,
if we aren't getting stopped, we might as well run the whole gamut.
Yeah.
and I'll say in your brain, we're trying to find her mom.
I'm not gonna react to it. Just kind of staring straight forward. All right. Well, I'll tag along. I suppose I got nothing else to do.
All right. You're able to see more hallways, more cells. This direction here seems to be more of like not solitary confinement, but something similar. Citrine, Iriman, you following?
Your
I would. Can I hug on the back of Desmond's shirt to indicate to him that I would like to let the group separate for just a second so I can get a word in? I literally need like a half a second of nobody being able to hear us. That's it. I need to say one sentence to him without drawing everybody's attention while we're in here.
I mean, yeah.
And I'm just gonna say in your ear, the keys are all the same. Grab one key. That's it. And then continue to walk with the group.
All right. So, where do y'all head?
We're looking for
Down
Mama.
this hallway.
And by
Yeah.
the
Are you
way,
my
I mean,
mommy?
when you are no longer being escorted by a guard, so when you come across one, what is your explanation going to be?
I mean, well, as you can see here, um, we've already made a selection. We're just browsing around to make it quicker the next time.
Okay. So I'm just moving the child. You guys move where you want to go.
Cool, cool. Down to the end and back. Oh, there's more hallway. No, never mind. It ends.
Yeah.
No,
I mean-
there's more hallway.
Oh no!
There's
It
more
is-
hallway.
Oh, I just realized you guys have not seen what I've seen. It is way bigger than you think it is. It
Oh,
is a
it's just a
lot bigger
door.
than you
It's
think it
just a
is.
door. Okay. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, like,
Sorry, go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, like, pretty much anywhere that we go until we get stopped, just for, looking for, looking for her mom.
I can always
I
pull the
forgot
bathroom
how-
spider bit again.
I forgot how few spell slots warlocks have. I'm like, I'll just cast Detect Thoughts again and listen for her mom. I have 2 spell slots.
Dude, this is
I-
the mega short rest party too, because I'm druid,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna need short rest every 5 seconds.
Uh, What's in
I
here?
guess
This room. You get
Also,
your
how much did Airman see? Like did
not
you
all of it.
Oh, I
not
saw all
all?
of it, but the thing is, I can't really translate you
No, you
that
didn't see all
information
of it.
without it being obvious. Not all of it, but a good majority of it. I have a lot of map revealed, but there's no way for me to translate that to you in character without it being obvious that we're like conniving. So he's just gonna keep his mouth shut and keep walking.
So, Octavius, as you walk through here, you see nothing but half orcs and orcs shackled to the walls. They look to be beaten severely. A lot of them look to be malnourished. Some of them are dead. Couple skeletons left behind.
Octavius does find it weird that it's all half orcs and orcs because it was definitely more than just orcs when he was on the ship with Lance. You know,
Um, do you do you want do you talk to the guards at all beyond giving your explanation?
I'm not the talker, so
Hey, how much are these running per? I need somebody for my fields.
These haven't been broken yet.
Oh shit. You know the
But is
ETA and when he's gonna get around to that, or
Depends on each one. Some of them are way more hardy than others. Some of them never give up.
right?
was the was the was the drawing like was the girl's mom an orc or
Her mom was a half orc.
okay?
Are they mixed genders in this room as well? It's not just
Yes.
all.
Yes.
Okay.
any notable recent additions?
You make your way through this way too long block.
Oh, that was an ask.
It's in the
Um,
garden.
Since they were talking to the guards. I
oh, oh,
figured I'd
oh, oh,
chime
talking
in.
to guards. Sorry. Uh, I think the most recent one from in here is about a month. I don't keep
A
track of
month
them
ago
too
is the
long.
most notable one.
Yeah, the most recent edition.
Isn't that
And
how long the girl's
it,
parents have been missing?
I thought it was recent that the girl said her parents went missing, not a month ago.
Yeah, she said it was about a week or so, I think.
Hmm.
So then the mom's not in here if the most notable addition to here is a month ago.
Well, I reckon I don't got anything else to see in this room if they ain't broken yet. I mean, this is kind of the stock I'm looking for, but oh, it is what it is.
Oh well.
Yeah. Good luck on the process.
Um, I want all of you to give me a con save.
Mental fortitude.
Mhm.
Ah,
Oh
6.
damn, 6. Do I have advantage
Twins!
because of my backstory, Jody? Probably not. Actually, they're probably pretty
Um, yeah, Iramin and Citrine, you are visibly showing disgust, disapproval on your faces. And one of the guards gives you a look. And he's just, "What's up with you?"
They're very stinky.
I think you could be doing the process better. Also, I really have to pee again, man. My fucking bladder is gone.
He did have
Dude,
a really big jug of water on the way here.
And those 2 carafes of wine we had in the cart as well. I suppose that's more liquid than I'm supposed to be drinking, but
speaking of using the restroom, I'll be right back.
uh
My kids aren't home and ready for bed yet, so I can't call for a break just yet.
I suppose we'll just be going now. We got other things to get to, unless ringleader here. I'm gonna nod at Desmond and not say his name because I don't know if we want to give names here. You got. I mean, we need anything else? They aren't fit stock for my farm, so I'm good. I'm all sold out unless you need something specific.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can assume like we do like a quick sort of run through because I would want to try to like at least glance through all the cells and see, but otherwise, yeah, there isn't really anything specific that I would want to do unless the only other thing would be if I see any guard that's sort of like isolated or seems like they're like like absent-minded or lazy or sort of slacking off, that kind of thing.
um, yeah, I'll let you know if there is a absent-minded guard about. It's not to say that everyone here is super diligent or somewhat diligent at all times, but yeah.
Yeah. I'd say it's probably more important if they're at least like somewhat isolated.
All right. Where are y'all headed? Do we continue south?
Yeah. I would also be looking out for a spot where I think I can talk to everybody without them catching ear. Like, if there's a spot out of earshot that we can pause and have a quick combo, I can get everybody's ear for like just a second. I know I just did this with Nick, but for the whole group to kind of relay what he's thinking.
Oh,
God
there's a
damn it!
lot
I
of
want to
guards
feet.
coming this song.
Yeah, I want to feet so bad. Please. Um.
Okay.
Yeah. I would also be looking out for that solo guard that Desmond would be, because he relayed the message.
So
So
you
we're just
hear
trying to find
some.
somebody we can pick it off.
So you hear some noises from this direction, and the two guards here run in. Say, hey, 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 hey! You quiet down! You see them yelling at an inmate.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I mean we're like 50 feet away from people. They're not gonna be able to hear us whisper. I'm gonna nod everybody to talk real quick, and I'm going to, in my lowest voice possible, just whisper. Listen, they've got one key for every cell. This is much bigger than we can handle as a group. We need to rally the ship and do a frontal assault, full on. We get to that back room, we free everybody. We have a revolt from the inside and attack from the out. That's our only way.
We're
Ain't
doing a
no
prison
fucking
break?
chance. We got to. I mean,
Do we have to? We got the girl.
alright. Well, if you're good
So,
with that on your conscience, good for you.
um, I may have misspoken. This complex is not near the docks.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna return to the ship and just be like, hey, listen, I know you have a problem with slavery, and guess what? There's a whole slave complex that like we can all go to. Let's take the whole ship and fucking attack from the front. We'll sneak in because they already know us and we have rapport, and then we'll free them from the inside, and then we'll do a whole fucking. We're gonna do a pincer maneuver, World War II style. Fucking people from the inside attacking, and then people from the outside attacking, and then kind of just wedge the guards in the middle. But maybe the captain won't be on board. All I know is this shit isn't gonna work with just us, so there's not really a point in looking around. And Ehrman feels like you should free everybody at this point, but I don't know, man. That's my thought, but I'm willing to listen to you guys. I can say from my reconnaissance, not a fucking chance in hell if we try to do this ourselves. I mean, zero, absolutely zero. Ain't no system to unlock doors. We're gonna have to do it one by one, and there's, I mean, if I had to guesstimate, 50 to 60 of them, and 4 of us. So.
Well, you
Yeah, I
you
can only make
do
one attack around.
you do remember the captain explaining how slavery is outlawed, correct? So it seems to me the simpler approach is to just gather evidence and send it along, get this place shut down.
Jody, was there any like in my explorations when I went through the entire complex? Was there any like documents or anything? Did I notice anything that I could like take as evidence, or is it literally just shit to keep people alive in prison cells?
In the long torture room, there was a sign for offices on the other end. You didn't go in there, but you did note it.
Well, I saw something about offices. Uh, I might be
I
able to sneak in there, but
I will actually take this time to go ahead and call a break here, and
Cool.
I'll be back in 15, 20 minutes, somewhere around there. Be right back, everybody.
uh,
Thank you,
I
Lord.
ran.
Alrighty.
I'm alive.
Alright, I saw that Desmond was back, just listening. What about Iraman?
Who's Iraman?
Ligma balls.
Nailed it.
You're like, you considered every possible response in the universe, and you somehow picked the right one.
It was my cat's 10th birthday yesterday.
Oh.
Oh, they're a senior now.
Carlos is 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
What'd you do for his birthday?
We snuggled a lot,
Nice.
and I made sure I took Simba to doggy daycare so that he could have a day of peace.
My cat's birthday is in 18 days.
Let's go. It's an Aries cat.
Sure.
Yeah. I call Carlos.
Also 420.
Well, oh, nice.
Did you say Aryan?
Aries.
Aries. No,
I was
not
about to say, hang on. I was like, hold on, what? An Aryan cat?
No.
What?
No, blonde fur, blue eyes.
Yep, that's Carlos. I do call him the April Fool, though, because his birthday is April Fool's Day.
I have a brother-in-law
That's awesome.
born on April Fool's.
Is he a joke?
Oh, he's absolutely a jokester.
Let's go.
But not a joke.
I do feel like on some level, the holiday that you're born like closest to does influence your personality. Just a little bit, I think.
What holiday do you think I'm closest to?
I feel like this is a trap.
Why?
I don't know. Mm,
Is it specifically government holiday or just any holiday?
like major holiday.
So government holiday.
So government holiday?
That's what I said.
Okay, so then technically, which one am I close? Like or is it, or would you say that things that people actually celebrate?
Like widely celebrated.
Would you consider
Okay.
Earth Day widely celebrated?
I mean, I wish it was more widely celebrated, but
Would you consider Labor Day a
wildly celebrated holiday? Maybe.
widely? I mean, it's a government holiday, but I don't think anyone like celebrates it.
I mean, not working is a celebration, I guess.
I'll go.
Iraman, you back yet?
Don't know.
Are you on mute and you don't know it?
Bro is straight
Have
up.
returned.
Oh,
There
my
we
God,
are. Did I just happen to talk to you right as you got in?
You summoned me. No, my girlfriend came over, and I was not planning on her being here, so I was a little surprised. I had to go let her in and stuff. We're good.
All right. So, continuing on, you
Woohoo.
are still in the midst of a discussion here.
Ah, yes. I say we just get the kid's mom and leave.
Oh, we
She's
haven't even
even
found
in
her
here.
yet.
Yeah, let's do that, and then if we want to do anything morally upstanding, we can do it later.
This unusual occasion, I agree with you, Citrine. Let's get rolling.
I agree.
Oh, I'm very popular today.
Every
So,
dog has their day.
as you finish your discussion, the two guards. As you finish your discussion, the two guards walk back. Where do you go from here?
We keep it moving.
Hey, I'm gonna ask one of the guards. You guys have any already broken female half orcs or orcs kind of looking like this one here? We're trying to like keep them all in the same race on our crew, as it were. I know it's confusing, but you know, uh, just what we're looking for.
So they
Something
point.
hardy, and I think
They point past you to this door. They say, "Go in there, turn left, go all the way into that room. You'll find offices. They might have a record or something." I just stand watch, man.
sounds good. Keep standing watch there, soldier. And he's gonna salute and start sauntering on. Uh, I'm gonna stop the kid at the door here because I know it's in here. Um, how do I do this and make it non-awkward? I don't really want a child seeing people being tortured. That's the
Oh,
dilemma
then
here.
Ah,
Uh,
shit.
I would immediately make it apparent to the group that perhaps the child should not come in here, and I'm gonna point at
Okay.
her and
Then
hold my hand up and go like this.
before I open the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna point at the kid and go,
I'll just say, Citrin, how about you stay here with the youngin?
sounds good.
All right. I'm assuming you take her, like, here or something so she doesn't see into the
Yeah.
room. Okay.
just in case
Yeah.
her mom is one of the people who's currently strung
No,
out.
that's good. Yeah.
Lead
So,
on.
so you open the door and you see a lot of guards and enforcers in here, with quite a few people attached to various torture implements.
I'm going to look around to see who seems like the most senior or upstanding looking guard.
Um, that could be this guy up here if you want.
Sure. Then I will.
He
I'll
will
go
see you as
speak
he
to.
will see you as you walk in and approach. You know, what's your business here?
We'd like to speak to the warden. We have a new idea that we'd like to try that we want to ask him for his help with.
Not sure the warden's in, but just go down. Just go all the way down the end of the room. You'll find the office.
As we're
Whoop.
walking by, do
None of these
any of the
none of these people are a half orc.
all right.
And then this room is labeled office.
Well, soothsayer, I think this is more your business knocking on that than ours. Nodding towards Desmond.
Yeah, I'm just gonna knock on the door.
You hear a distant, "Come in."
Alright, I'll enter. Jeez, how long is this? Wait, where's the... Oh.
There you go. So there's quite a few skinny individuals in here, writing on desks, taking notes, looking through books and scrolls. Occasionally walking over to the series of bookshelves on the walls. Very, very oddly, they are all smiling.
I'm gonna sort of... Well, as we walk in, is there anyone that's, like, looking at us? Like, the person who called out, come in?
Yeah, this guy just, "Hello, and how can we help you here?"
Uh, um, I'll sort of go around to the other side of his desk and uh, just start saying, "Well, you see, I'm here on business for Mr. Merriweather, and recently, well, we've already picked out a nice, we've already made a selection, but you see, she mentioned her mother and how she was looking for her, and an interesting idea came across to me about how if we were to find her mother, it might help in keeping her in line, as it were. So I was wondering if you could help us with finding her, if she might be here.
Yes, a devious thought. Yes, very, very astute, I believe. Would you happen to know this mother's name?
Not the name, no, but she mentioned her mother having gone missing about a week ago, and yes, if you know of any people here
Let's
that have
see. He.
I can go. I can go check with a little one if you want, if that'll help. But I
It
mean,
would
how many
speed.
half horses?
It would speed the process. Yes.
All right. Well, while you're looking, I'll go ask. I'm
He
gonna head
he
back
gets
out.
up, he gets up from his desk and he goes to a shelf on the wall and starts picking through books.
as
Iramin,
I'm
you
he
Iramin,
just.
you come back with the name Cressa.
Okay.
as he gets up from the desk, I'm quickly looking around. Are all the other people sort of focused on their desk?
Yes.
How many, and then on the desk this guy was at, how many documents and stuff were there?
On this guy's desk?
Yeah.
Oh, tons.
Um, I'm gonna sort of like as quick as I can try to glance at them. What do they just look like? Do they all look like records and stuff, or?
Yes, they're all records. I would like some sort of intelligence or wisdom check. Perhaps investigation. As you try to kind of
Uh,
quickly decipher what the documents are exactly. 9. So you just see a bunch. To your eyes, you just see a bunch of records of prisoners kept here.
um, I suppose I'll just try to take any any that seem less um any that don't any like any that's not obvious that it would have been taken, and any that like don't so much match the official looking prison records.
Wait, what now?
I'd like to try to quickly pocket a document or two that don't look so much like the quote unquote official records, and that also wouldn't be so obvious that it's missing.
Well, we're getting the glimpse that this whole
Um,
prison is legal, right? Like none of this is legal. None of the people in here seem to be like actual prisoners. They're all part of the slave trade, right?
to your knowledge. Um, uh, give me a perception check and a stealth check or a sleight of hand. Stealth or sleight of hand, one of the two.
Well, they're the same. So let's see. Um, so here's the perception. Oh God.
Oof.
And let's go for sleight of hand.
Ugh. Bad rolls today from everybody.
So-
Pretty much.
You wasted all your good rolls.
Yeah.
So,
On fake ones.
what essentially happens is you grab you grab a few papers and kind of clumsily fumble through them, and the one that was at the one that whose desk this is grabs a book and comes back to his desk and starts heading back to his desk as you're doing this, and he are you interested in that one, perhaps? An extra purchase?
Oh yes, I was just sorry. I was just so curious. I just wanted to see what's written on the paper that I'm looking at. Is it just sort of like a list of names and stuff, or because if there's any sort of like details, I would sort of like, like sort of get like feign interest in some of the details on the paper.
Um, there's there's a lot of adjectives.
Yeah, I would just be like, oh yes, this sounds so interesting, that sort
So
of thing.
he comes over, sets the book down, and gently grabs the paper you're looking at, and he's, yes, this is the entire record of this Stephen. I'm just gonna name him Stephen. Stephen here is quite a healthy individual, as you can see here, and he starts going down this like several columns of all these different statistics about this one prisoner. And
Yes,
as well as various dates of things having been done to him.
yes, I will. I'll have to bring this up to Mr. Merriweather. Yes.
Ah, Mr. Merriweather, yes, wonderful customer, yes.
Quick question.
Yes?
Could I look through the T names?
Where?
Like, is this alphabetical?
For a time period, yes.
For a time? What do you mean for a time period?
So they have books for days, months, weeks, certain periods of time, and then organized alphabetically.
I guess, I don't know, 15 years ago? Roughly?
Do you ask for help with this?
Yeah.
Okay. So he calls another gentleman forward, and they lead you over to one end of the bookshelf, of this massive bookshelf. And he looks you up and down. He says, taking advantage of a certain wonderful quality of life I see. Certain lottery has been won, I suppose. And he continues looking through. Ah, here we are, master. And he hands you a book. I believe this will fit the time period you are looking for. What name are you looking for exactly?
Ormana.
Tormana. Give me. Are you gonna look? Are you gonna look through this slowly or quickly?
Well, are the names alphabetical?
Yes, but
I mean, I would assume to go alphabetically to where the T O's are.
sorry, that's on me. Sorry. You find a record for one Tormana with a date with dates matching what you are looking for, but then a disappearance with no known knowledge of their fate.
Just a disappearance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did it go like? Was it like a history on like where they like were sent to, how long they were here, and
Their
then
last
like
the last voyage that they were on, and then a simple note that Tormana disappeared.
what was? Does it say the date of the last voyage? If you want to get back to that, that's fine.
It's more of I don't have a calendar for the world.
Yeah.
That's on me. Excuse me.
And like a roughly like time frame of like years ago or something. And like who, like what ship, like whose ship it was.
It was a ship belonging to Lance Merriweather. A week after your escape.
Okay.
The ship was co-owned by Lance Merriweather and Callias Shaw. The destination was the city of Juron in the new human lands.
Juron.
Yes.
Okay. Does it mention that the entire ship has gone missing, or just like
It
her
only states
specifically?
his status.
His status?
Her Tormana's
Okay.
status.
Okay. It doesn't
Sorry.
say like what happened to that crew or anything.
It only states Tormana's status, not the ship
Okay.
or the crew or anything.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And Desmond, as you, Iraman, and this creepy gentleman look through this book, you do not see. At first, you don't see the name Cressa. There's There's like a page gets stuck together, and he, ah, yes, yes. It appears Cressa was taken elsewhere. Were you wanting to track them down?
Yes.
Um, so Cressa was taken to an elven city at the very southwestern tip of the continent, the city of Genet.
You said an elven?
Yes.
Zhene. Oh, Z-H-E. Is it K or C for Cressa?
K.
Okay.
I see. Well then, yes, I suppose if ever Mr. Merriweather has business there, that will be very helpful information. Thank you. Would it be possible for us to keep hold of this as a reminder, or make some sort of copy or something?
I'm afraid we must keep the original copy here, but you are allowed to use some paper and make a copy of for yourselves. Iraman, I would like you to give me a quick perception check.
Okay. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. That's a whammy. Okay.
Okay, you look around the room.
11.
You see a second. You see a second door in here. It's safe to assume there's more office. There's more of the office.
He's taking mental notes, but I don't think he's gonna do anything because he has a full understanding of how fucked we are if this goes south. He's just gonna stand.
Octavius. Go ahead.
Well, I'm wondering, like, I know, like, this could go south, but, like, after what that little slime ball said to him, it's like, I feel like I should roll a dice to see if I just sock him in the face for that. But, but that's a TPK waiting to happen, so we'll...
I think we need to become more equipped than we currently are.
Yeah. This is like freaking Azkaban with
Yeah, but I mean, he would have relayed the fact that we're
surrounded. Like,
horridly outnumbered in the little group chat we had before we came in here. Like, don't fucking do anything stupid. There's not a shot we make it out of this if we start something.
like that dude's teeth was about to be on the ground. I was like, "Ugh."
Octavius, with this information that you have gained, do you make a copy of this yourself? Do you say anything?
You can make copies of these?
He just said to Desmond that he had to keep the original, but Desmond could make a copy.
I mean, that's basically all the information I need on like where she went missing.
Wasn't that much intel to retain, right?
Yeah, so I don't need to make a copy of it.
Okay, so he takes the
Quick,
book
somebody
back.
get.
Go ahead.
Quick, somebody get the key mind trait so that Jotty has a headache for the rest of the campaign.
That's funny.
So he takes the book back and he says, Is there anything else I can do for you?
No. No, I didn't say it like that. No.
I don't believe so. Hey, when you guys
He
are
shelves
you
the
guys
book.
still 24 hours or is it you have visiting hours now? He hasn't updated on how this shit works, and we might need another batch here soon. So I'm just wondering what time frame we can come back in. I figured the office folk will know that. I don't really trust the guards, so
Mr. Merriweather knows we work in shifts, so he's welcome to come at all hours.
very well. All right, cool. Well, I think he should be sending us a post here soon. We'll probably be coming back, but that don't concern you. Maybe we'll see you again.
Delightful.
Gang, we rolling out. I suppose that's all we need.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. You meet back up with Citrine, and to make your lives a little easier, Citrine,
Yeah.
you and the little girl
Mhm.
see there is a long hallway going south from here.
Mhm.
There's two other blocks with some cells that contain very cutthroat looking men, presumably bandits or pirates.
Mm.
Going further down, there's another block with even rougher looking men. And then this door right here is where the other three can exit.
Cool. Cool. And I'm just yapping to her in her brain this whole time. Just yapping.
Anyways, I just watched this movie. It was really good about like this.
Mm.
We just head back to the ship.
Yeah.
That's
Perhaps
good.
have a conversation along the way before we get with the rest of the crew. But yeah, no reason to be in the prison to have this conversation. It's not like we can do anything about it. I make my way towards the exit.
South of you, there's a somewhat lonely guard just around the corner.
I'm gonna go out to him and I'm going to fumble some coins out of my bag intentionally and try to make it look accidental.
Give me a
Ah,
sleight,
shit, man.
sleight of hand or stealth.
I'm great at these. Don't worry, guys. We're good.
You hit these.
We're so back, chat.
You
We've
throw-
had great rolls
so
tonight.
you throw a coin at his face.
Mm.
No,
Oh.
not really. He doesn't really pay attention to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna be like, "Oh shit, man! I was taking out coins to give you a fucking tip. These fucking hands, man, they're not as good as they used to be." I'm gonna bend over and start picking them up, and then I'm going to when I stand up, kind of fucking hit his stomach with my head as I'm standing. And he's like, "Oh shit, man!"
Oh! What the hell was that for, man?
I'm sorry. I'm lanky, man. I don't do well in confined spaces like this. You know, shit isn't really built for me. It's just
Yeah, no
they should
kidding.
really make the ceilings taller, and it's a plot being this tall. I'm just gonna keep talking his ear off and hope that Desmond gets the hint to do the thing, and Yeah, shit needs to be built taller. I mean, there's some taverns I've been in that have been tall enough for me, but most buildings aren't. It's really unfortunate because I feel like I could access a lot of society had they just raised the roof by about 2 feet, but they don't, which is crazy. And
Yeah, did
how much
he?
effort?
So, um, if he like sort of doubles over after he gets hit, and yeah, I'm gonna go try to swipe the keys.
Give me stealth or sleight of hand with advantage.
What did I roll last? Okay.
All right. You snatch the key.
I'm
Just
gonna
gonna.
wait until he's clear before I stop talking. I'm yapping his fucking
Yeah,
ear off the whole time.
I look at everyone else and I sort of keep walking.
And
He,
like even the mugs, like they don't fit my hands because my hands are bigger because I'm this tall, and
the
it's
guard just
it's
like,
just a
just,
simple thing.
just go, man, just go.
All right, I'm sorry. And then he's gonna kind of hang his head, but with a smile that he can't see. Oh, well.
All right, y'all continue out of here.
Hmm.
You gonna drag your tokens?
Maybe.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna fast forward us.
Fast forwarding myself.
um, it's more if you want to um try and look through the rest of this place, that's completely fine.
Mm-mm.
I intend to do so when I'm slaughtering everybody within.
There you go. You make your way to the entrance.
That's it.
And once you are out of eyesight and earshot, the girl looks up at all of you and goes, So what now?
We're gonna find your
Now
mom. We're gonna find your mom, kid.
Well,
we do that. We come here and we crush a couple skulls, and then we free everybody else. Kind of the plan. I'm assuming we're walking out of the prison. I'm not saying this in the prison.
yeah, that's what I
obviously,
said. You're,
but
you're out of earshot
yeah.
eyesight of the outside guards.
He's completely
Yeah.
unaware of how to talk to a child because I would assume the average age of the person that Ehrman has interacted with is probably in the high hundreds. So he's just like straight up, yeah. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna crush a couple skulls, kick a couple teeth in, save a couple people.
Just gonna put my hands over her ears.
And that's it.
She
Now
she looks
you'll
up
have
she looks up
to.
at you, Citri, and says, "Can I kick teeth in? How do you do that?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
you
getting
can.
it. Getting it.
Yeah, you
She,
can.
she's gonna be a member of the acid breath in no time.
Honorary member.
Now you'll be coming back with us to our ship.
What's a ship?
Mm-hmm.
It's
You're
a
gonna
way
find
to
out, kid.
it's a way to travel across the water.
Where are we go? Where are we going? Do you know where are we going?
All around the world.
Around the world.
That sounds
And
fun.
hopefully a stop at your parents. Hey kid, what's your favorite animal? If you have an animal that you really like, you like, dogs or
I
anything
like
like that.
bears.
Oh man, I don't really like doing bears. I'll show you later.
That's my least favorite.
Well, I can't shapeshift into a bear in the middle of the fucking street. It's not
Um,
gonna go well.
so
Why couldn't you
It's
give me a
it's my pet
domestic
bear.
animal?
Yeah. Why couldn't you pick fucking cats or a butterfly or something
Yeah.
that's normal?
follow the spiders. Why couldn't it be follow the butterflies?
Yeah.
So true.
Um. So you make your way back to the acid breath. And the captain waits for you below deck. He looks at the kid, looks back at you, looks at the kid, looks at you, Octavius.
Not mine. Not mine.
It's mine.
Oh, then what? Why?
Oh no, not my kid, but uh,
But okay, but why is there a child aboard my vessel?
well, we need a new deck swab.
I'm not making a child swab the bloody deck.
Then
I'll
she
just
can help me with what
I'll just
I do.
I'll just silently put the paper or the copy I made. Or I guess since he's waiting for us, I'll just sort of like hold it up to him.
Explain this to me. Where'd you go? What is
Uh,
this?
It seems
well,
like we might be staying in port a little bit longer than intended if your values are where I think they are, and I suppose I'm correct on this, but I think Desmond might be the best and most astute with his words to give you the full rundown.
well, yes. You see, we did a little bit more investigating of slave trade that Mr. Merriweather was involved in. We found they're running it out of the prison. You see, we'd seen this little girl when we first went into Oramora, and on our way back to the ship, she had been missing. So we followed her tracks, found out she was taken to this prison. Now we found out that's where they're running the whole slave trade out of. And as it just so turns out, it's actually even bigger than just here. They've got multiple branches since this girl's mother was taken to another location, Genet, in fact.
Uh, at this moment, as soon as he mentions the mother, I know the kid doesn't need to hear this. I'm going to shapeshift into a bear. Well, before that, I'm going to say, watch this, kid. You want to see a cool trick? And I'm going to shapeshift into a bear and then put her on my back and carry her to the chef to get her a proper meal and get her sorted so she doesn't have to hear the group chat about the fate of her mother.
Crumbs is absolutely delighted to see a kid, and he makes something for her hibachi style.
Cucumber volcano.
Have you seen those
He
babies
flips the
first
egg on.
hibachi TikToks?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
But yeah, just distracting her, just
Oh,
so
you're
the
good,
group
you're
can
good.
chat without her getting panicked.
so you explain this to Blackscale, and he says, I'm assuming you tell him basically everything you learned there, and what you were wanting to do with storming the prison.
Well, I don't say that because that's not my idea.
So the captain is just taking this all in. And after a while of silence, he finally says, "Some very good investigative work, I suppose."
Uh, the way I reckon it, as I've said, it goes quite a bit deeper than just what we saw here at this prison. So it seems to me that there might be even more investigative work to be done. I know I have a few friends who are more inclined to take care of things right away, but um, perhaps you might see similarly to me that if we were to do that, uh, it would just disrupt trying to blow the whole thing wide open.
I'm
But
not
with all the
one.
other locations,
I'm not one to cooperate with the law.
I'm not saying that
And he
is
he
necessarily.
holds up a finger. On top of that, I'm not sure I could convince the entirety of the crew into what very much sounds like a suicide mission. We can keep our eyes out. If you want to look for... If you want to look for trouble, for lack of better terms, I suppose I can't say no to something that I detest. But I don't consider myself an officer of the law. If we want to give them some information anonymously, perhaps, but I'd rather see myself in an advantageous position rather than equal. Because no matter what,
I
me being in an equal position, I'm always not equal because I'm a pirate. Savvy?
I that's why I say we have to do that's why I say we have to keep it close to our chest and do a bit more investigation. As I mean,
Uh, Out of character, what is like the notoriety of the uh is it the Black Scale Pirates, or is that like the
Blackscale himself is known to be the most infamous pirate.
Oh, okay. So at this point it's like doing a siege on the prison.
That's why he
It,
I'm not quite sure if you paid attention, but he has not gone above deck at this port at all.
yeah.
He has stayed below deck.
He's past the point of needing more notoriety.
For him, it is on sight.
Yeah.
The ship can disguise itself, but he can only do so much.
I mean it's more so just the sheer number of guards that's in there, but I don't feel like individually any of their guards are worth their weight in salt.
Similar to an ant, I suppose.
Yeah. If they can swarm you, they can do some damage, but
I'm not terribly surprised to see that much security. Something like this, highly illegal. Even pirates look down on it. They'd want to keep as many secrets as they can.
it's such a large operation on the out. Like, how is this going? I just don't understand how it's going unchecked when it's so there. I mean, they're stealing people off the streets
This Mr.
in
Merriweather...
broad daylight.
Mr. Merriweather can't be the only one involved in this. I'm not sure I have an explanation as to how they're able to just do this. Especially with that warlord, whoever it was, that came through here. It's a puzzling matter. You look like you were about to say something.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking.
Yeah. Well, I know we still have that job to do in the ruins you were talking about earlier. Um, I know you have your own list of priorities,
Indeed.
uh, but if this stuff happens along the way, if we come across these areas, I think most of us would appreciate at least a day's worth of excursion, if allowed.
I think I can grant that.
Um, aside from Janae, there is a a personal matter of mine. That I believe might take me to the port town of Juron.
Juron, eh?
I don't know where that is in relation to the ruins you were mentioning. But
Not terribly far. We can make that our next stop.
thank you.
He thanks all of you again, and he goes into his cabin. And I would like all 4 of you to give me a perception check.
I'm
Ooh.
so
You know
good
me.
at those.
I'm not there. Me too. I'm eating food right now as a bear. I'm eating porridge with my paws.
The kitchen is right outside
the
the captain's
fish.
door.
Sorry. 8.
Perception.
23 for a natural 20.
15.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, another natural 20.
That's
I'm
crazy.
What? Do I see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
You see what you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Oh my god.
So
I can see John Cena.
Octavius and Desmond, the captain goes into his quarters. You start to go on your way to some other thing catching your fancy as you hear Nail above deck calling out orders for the ship set to continue setting sail, getting out of port, weighing anchor. And in the midst of all of that noise above deck, in the midst of hearing the shuffling of feet below deck, the sound of crumbs cooking, and entertaining this little child, her raucous laughter, you hear what I could only describe as a buzz of electricity from behind the captain's door.
He's shaving, guys. He got him.
Yeah.
That was not my first thought, but we'll go with that.
He has a manscaped shaver.
For his scales.
This isn't an ad. This isn't an ad.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
Not
Could be.
sponsored.
The acid breath brought to you by Manscaped.
Yeah. Now those are some nice balls.
Oh my gosh! Alright. The next session will pick up at the site of the ruins.
Cute.
And you said, if I recall, you said these were like probably underwater. I just
Yes.
want to make sure I know so I know where we're starting next time.
Yes. Well, you're not going to start. You're going to start on the ship, but still.
Yeah.
All right. To everyone who watched or watches on YouTube, thank you very much. Please follow, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And see y'all later.